When retreatants aren't meditating, are we happy in our daily activities? First are the monks. The monks aren't smiling. Are they happy? Now it's the retreatants. Are they happy? We all seem to be walking around with grim, unsmiling faces. There it is, see? Shouldn't we be happy and grateful for the Dhamma? P.S. I am grateful for the mindful shown by everyone. There was plenty of food at breakfast and lunch for the people in the last rows. I brought it to the attention of Karuna, and he's like, okay, I'll make sure that we get enough. So apparently he overdid it this time. There was lots of leftover. So hard to judge, but yeah, I mean, in all honesty, God, even retreats here, like I've never been through a retreat that the whole time I was like, oh, it's so happy. Oh, it's amazing. Maybe one retreat. The retreat I had before I came here, for the first 4 days, I had such bliss and peace, and my meditation was great. And then I literally had a mental breakdown that 3 weeks later, I was leaving everything to come to a monastery. And for 2 days, I was a wreck. So even that retreat, but every retreat I've been to, it's always been brutal. It's always been rough, always been hard. But on the flip side, it's always been extremely insightful. And it's always been, when I left, I'm thinking, when am I coming back again? What retreat should be the next one I sign up for? And so, yeah, I mean, if people aren't smiling and happy, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. That's normal. You're doing something that is not easy. So, yeah. I mean, like, just to think about for myself, right? Yeah, I'm not always smiling. I mean, people say I smile a lot, or they used to, maybe. But I mean, I feel like I'm smiling pretty often, but even still, I'm not smiling all the time. Sometimes I'm just like, oh man, I got, and it's like, and then I have to catch my mind state and all these kind of things. Like this morning, I was such in kind of like, I was realizing how, I want to call it anxiety, but it wasn't like fear anxiety. It was like, I got to do this, 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 and I got to do a talk, and I got to make sure that we're doing this, and I was just getting wrapped up in it, and that you heard that little crash. That was me unmindfully going for the thing, and it fell, and I'm like, okay, I got to check myself. And so after that, I was like just calming myself and observing myself. And then as I let that go, I smiled and I felt happy. It's like, oh, good. It's done. I was able to see that, apply the techniques that I've learned, and I was able to let it go. So, yeah, I mean, that doesn't mean that I'm not grateful. Even no matter how much of a hell I'm going through here, being here and doing what I'm doing is more rewarding than anything I've ever done in my life. So in general, people can be very happy, but in the moment, they can be really struggling. So, and I'm glad there was plenty of food.